Hello my wonderful viewers, welcome to my platform. This is Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of coming across this channel and you like what you see after watching, please subscribe, put on your notification bell, set it to all notification. In that way you'll be able to get notified each time I upload a new video, even those without notification. Here we react to all forms of videos, international and local. Every Saturday by 2 p.m. we have our interaction section. You are free to call in to air your opinion about the happenings in our society. Invite your friends, share my videos with your families and colleagues. Do not keep this information to yourself. Myself, I will be sitting down here to watch this video together with you from the beginning to the end. Then we'll go to the comment section and leave our comment, our opinion about the video we watch constructively as we watch this video, my people.
You know, before we left home, they say traveling is a part of education. And the education you get from traveling is that you are able to see the differences between where you are, where you travel to, and where you are coming from. For me today, I have a very huge passion for the land where I came from my state of origin, from my ancestral home, and from my country. The education I've gotten is that there's no place like home. So that's what prompted me up. That ever since I started this activism, I don't play with it. If I tell you today you are Gerard, tomorrow I'm still going to repeat the same thing. So, and I urge every one of us to have the same like minds for your society. No place like home. We are in another man's country, paying taxes here, struggling to pay bills. You have a house in your country, some of you have 8 flats. Even the landlord that is talking to you anyhow today, you rent a house from. Look at your assets in Nigeria. Look at what you are able to amount to, how you have hustled. Most of us, we sell ourselves, we do all manner of things. Why do we intend to go into those things? We go into those things because we want to change the narrative of yesterday. But why? Because the society will not even make you one day to enjoy the fruit of your labor. That's why people like me have stood up. I'm not here to start insulting anybody. I don't like it that I'm even insulting you. I don't like it. I'm not born with it. But when it comes to at least a non-one, you are being, you are Ohen or you are or Kako of Ronigbe or whatever, Olotu or whatever. What you are expected to do, protect the society, lay down a good principles, leave down a good name. Whatever thing you are doing, if it is being verified tomorrow, people will say, Oga. We cannot continue like this. The person's house you rent today, you were born great more than the person's. None of us that build out today, you can go home freely and live. But here we are. People sacrifice a lot for their society they are living today. They sacrifice their life for. Most of us today we become enemy to some useless person in our society. Why? Because we just want the will of God be done on earth the way it is in heaven. That's just the differences here. And you want your own will to be done, and your own will is not the will of God. So that's where the problem lies. Allow the will of God to be done. So if you allow the will of God to be done, I don't think we should be having problem. There should not be problem. Okay, look at here right now. Despite saying nowhere Kaban on day. Road is no longer a problem. Security is no longer a problem. If any person will find you trouble now, go report them for station. You don't be saying maybe you want make the person die. Just go report them, make them help you call and please leave this person alone. They go help you warn them. But in our society, people threaten you, they want to kill you, they want to do this, they want to do that. How long do you think we are going to continue in such a mess? How long do you think we are going to continue that? Because I'm still trying to do my sharing. And that is not where I'm going. Where I'm going to today, you will like it. Most of you will love me the more because I go to a realm where nobody have ever been. I go to a realm where Jeff play Mama. And there's a question a lot of people have been asking me ever since one pastor should face a video in social media. You know, in life, it's good to be a critical thinker. The problem that most of us have that we are not critical thinkers. That's the problem that we have. That's the problem that most of us have. We are not critical thinkers. And am I critical thinkers, man? So please, if you are watching, do not hesitate to share. Just share as you are watching. And let's begin to go there right now. Wow, we cannot share to WhatsApp. So that's that. Introduction to the topic. And the remaining 15 minutes, we are going to use it to achieve something today. We're going to be using the remaining 15 minutes of this very broadcast of 1 hour plus. Breaking it, enemy within. You are created to create. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. When the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. Now, some persons since yesterday, there is this one black pastor who talked about God does not live in heaven. The thing, they make a lot of people hear the bust. You find out that people that thinks what is written down about God, you have the right to question it. Now, in the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, it says, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. I'm not going to be elaborating on it much. I want every one of us to go and reason it. Because right now, me, I'm fighting the blood. The reason why you must have to stop using the blood. And another person right now came out to also open our understanding. Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. He said, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And where was God when he created the heavens and the earth? That is to say, get the way God today. God is everywhere. God does not have a specific domain. God does not live in GROA. He lives around you. That is why the Bible says our God is a spirit. Everyone that must worship God in spirit and in truth. So you can see that a lot of things that people are not really focusing their attention on. We are here to become eye opener. We open your eye. Please, I'm only seeing two persons clicking love and like. Let not be wicked. At least love and like button should be on your phone. Love and like button should be on your phone. This is everybody's business. It's not my business. Maybe I'm in Nigeria. Even maybe we're here. What will even prompt me one day? Okay, they are gone. I can choose to live here the rest of my life. I was able to even be the one being happy, but I'm still touched about it. If I gave instruction here, I not say me you go die. Let your hand bring in love and light button, or you exit this place. What the end of you being here if you are not going to be helpful? Our page is seriously under attack, and the only thing that can free that you are not trying to tell Facebook where this program is interesting. That's the reason of love and like. I not say me you like waiting and they say. At least allow the video to stay or allow it to go further and lead you. So that's that. May I jump that one first? We might be coming to that now, cause of explanation. What society do you want to live? What society do you want to live? And the people operating foundations supposed to be the one fighting for a better society if really they have a compassionate mind to rescue. Then again, Uronigbe Freedom March, if you are a traditional chieftains in Uronigbe community and you are not ready to serve accordingly, please step down. If you are a traditional chieftain in Uronigbe, you be Okalotu, you be Okakwo, whatever, and you are not ready, because the reason why you were made Okakwo is that when something is happening in the community, you are the one to mobilize, join forces together. Even before that time, always try and have meeting with your people, with your age group. If this thing happen, what do we do? How are we going to solve this problem? Not you fighting people that is speaking out. Down, if we have Okakwo in Ururibe, for example, and what is Okakwo? Person that is a head of battle. Then kidnap happen, whatever happen. Then you are now intimidating the people You are made to protect. And one thing I begin to fear about African leadership, really any religion or political or whatever, is that they take the poor for granted. They don't know that they are being given a responsibility. Okako is a responsibility. Olotu is a responsibility. Okavo is a responsibility. That is why Okavo in Uronigbe is acting as a supreme court. That's how it's supposed to be. Okavo in Uronigbe, Okavo's palace in Uronigbe, supposed to be a supreme court. When your family member is trying to settle an issue, the issue is more than them. They carry it out of the family right now to the supreme court, where you cannot call elders from Iduogo, elders from Iduenhe, elders from Okaligma, elders from Idueka, elders from Ididogun. They will not gather to say, automatically your family member right now will not be seen as people that came to come and report the case. We want to report it to a higher authority. That's what it's made for. All those things were formed by our forefathers to make sure that if there is conflict, these people will settle it. These elders you are seeing, this is not supposed to be for shenanigans. It's supposed to be to settle disputes among communities, among friends. We were having this thing before courts, whatever. We did it as having court here. This is our traditional court. We are not supposed to even be going to Abuja. If really our tradition, they manage it the way it ought to be. But if you look at it today, it is money. A lot of people don't even know the meaning of Olotu, the meaning of Okakwo, the meaning of Ohen, the meaning of Odionwe, and the rest of all that. It is you to make sure there is peace. All these are the custodians. These are the people who take care of the community. Before anything will happen, they will swing it to action. These people are normal condition. Any person that come to the area, the Odionwe will go and monitor. If I were my boy, okay, to see me. But today, the verse is the case for us. Nobody is ready to do anything about this position. Look at Uronigbe today. Elders selling out their children, colliding with other persons. Look at who you are going to kidnap for us to get money. That night is supposed to be. And this same youth that is growing up today already have that same mind their father has. And where are we going from here? Are you going to also fold your hands and let this thing continue to grow, or you are supposed to speak against it? I don't have personal problem with anybody. Are you owing me? Even I don't even know how to fight my personal problem. The strength God have given to me is to fight for communities. That's what I do. So if you are trying to begin to kind of carry me waka, the ancestors of our land are going to be aware of, because what I stand here for is to make sure every one of us life is protected. So that aside, I'm letting us know, please extend this very message. Okawa of Uronigbe supposed to be the one protecting every citizens of Uronigbe. Supposed to be the one. If you want doing consultation, you will call the women. That is what it's made for. But politics have entered into our tradition. Any person will bring money. Imagine some group of persons who go and sell community land. If our fathers, our forefathers sold it, you foresee, sir, please let's begin to calm down and begin to observe and digest things. You can just see now, a lot of you today now, you will not know that this Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, really there is something there. I told you the other time, we are eye open now. We go open your eye. If you are wise enough, you begin to question it. He said God created the heavens and the earth. Now if we are having it in mind that God is in heaven, he was the one that created. Where God did before he created heaven? Now there is still there. And the Bible says it changeth not. It's the same yesterday, today, and forever. That's what the area where people feel there is anointing. Anointing is not there. That's why the ways of God is different from ways of men. So start following all these pastors who begin to brainwash you. Follow the word, you will understand how to serve this God. Just look at the revelation. It is very clear. A lot of you from now, you begin to understand that this is true. It's not the way this pastor, they are managing, most of them. You are naturally endowed in wisdom more than them. You may not know how to read ABCD. You may not be able to quote, but there is extra sense that God has given to you. Natural wisdom. Now, there was a post someone sent to me today. I look at it, I laugh. Now I say, people is waking up. Thank God, it's a great awakening. Our activism is waking up a lot of people. That's why these people, they always go after freedom fighter. If they know that you are trying to open or create a very good narrative how God wants it to be, they begin to run after you to make sure they draw you down. Now, if we do not, why we not inherit the wealth of Solomon? It can't be said now Adam and Eve sin, we can't go inherit. Why? Why we not inherit the wealth of Solomon? It can't be said now sin of Adam and Eve. Now we can't go inherit it. Let's begin to change the narrative. If you look at everything that will make us to be okay is in our domain. It's just that we don't know how to create is our problem. Now we are trying to create a different narrative. A lot of people still want us to believe in the BC, where our father were using us for human sacrifice. A lot of people were roasting human beings eating those days. They want us to keep on like that. How is that possible? You have the right, because if you were created to create, you have the right to create the kind of society that you want to live. That is to say, Africans or a dollar, the kind of society that we want is what we are living in today, because we are not ready to change. Look at Oyibo today. Any small thing, they don't come out for protest. America right now, they don't start their freedom convoy. They don't start their own. Why are they doing it? All these things you are saying, it has been like that right from time. If your generation form good, they go use you. They go use you. Life don't give you what you want, they give you what you demand. It has been right from time. Nobody will freely, your oppressor will not come and give you freedom freely. You have to demand for you. If something you have to fight for. Because right from time, it has been between darkness and light. If you look like Genesis chapter 1 verse 2, look at how God, he said there were darkness upon the face of the earth, and the Spirit of God were moving about. Now what did God do? In that Genesis chapter 1 verse 3, he said, let there be light, and there was light. Now if God have commanded let there be light, and your community there is no light, what you also do? You command it. Only God knows the power people of God fight, that we are able, the light we are not stable. That's why they go come, darkness again your time. That's why the bad people, they believe in walking in the darkness. Oyibo today now, they treat light everywhere. People hardly gather and plan evil, because it was mandatory let there be light. They put light everywhere. If they look at some bullshit, all this area in the night there is light. Only where they doesn't put light is inside the sea. If you can't go that side now, you know what you see inside. But they give you a permission to walk in the light. That's why we are children of light. So a children of light, there are society you want to live. So a lot of things that is happening to us today is how we want it to be. You have the right to change any narrative. This is not working well for me, I have to change it. Now if you also look at the book of Genesis chapter 9, about the Tower of Babel, he said the people were with one language, and they made up their mind, let's build a tower. They nothing bad did they build a tower. They said so that we may reach God. Now that one provoked God inside. That's why that Genesis chapter 9, if you read up to verse 8, he said God said let us go and confuse the language. Who were those people when God said let us go and confuse their language? Who were with God? So let us begin to see the things of God that is our Father, our Father's word. Let's look for it. For example, now your father have money. Maybe there are some documents. My father is richer than this. My father will not just be having 2 flats in Ole Benin. My father do go to Lagos. Let me begin to search for the plan. If you do not search for the plan of your father, you can't get it. Now so God won't be. You have to search for it. That's why I'm still searching until today. I have done my research. I found out that I doesn't need the blood. God told me, you don't need the blood. The word is what going to help you. Lazy people look for the blood because they want magic. If you look at the people that need the blood, mostly they do bad. You don't need it. You don't need them. Now the word you need. Just the same revelation I'm giving to you today right now. A lot of you will go home right now. On Sunday you might not even go to church. Because there have been misconception in what they have been teaching you. Jesus Christ did not even say, pray in my name. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. That will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Now, what will is in heaven? What will of God is in heaven? That is to say, most of the time, the heaven we are talking about is a better life you are going to live. That's why we say heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. So God does not have a specific place, does not have a specific image. As I'm speaking right now, God is with me. So we are a spirit. You cannot design my spirit, you can only design me. This was how I was from my mother's womb. The spirit inside of me hates what you are doing. That's why today we are having problem. Now the I you wearing it's not Jesus, it's nobody. It is the spirit. That's why when somebody will die, or you have to make sure you bury that person, so that make his spirit for waka. We are strangers here. We came to come and trade here. That's why the reincarnation. A lot of you today will lead you weary. That's why our father, the spirit of our fathers and our mother are not really effective because of the society they live. Because of who they are. That's why people will still say, I dreamt and see my father in the dream. All these mommy water, they are not in physical nature. It's ages to ages, they are there. The power is there, is there. If you do well, you go. A woman we are telling me, say they not bury grandmama, he waka enter water. This is a true life story. This is what I was told, but I know the person cannot lie. The person that told me is still alive till today. He said they not bury grandmama, he waka enter water. Because of Yameno. Now so God take color. Okay, now who walk Enoch? Did Enoch die? He not die, he vanished. Enoch see death, he not see death. The short life we are living today, 70 years, is a glorious exit. It is done by human. It is because there is a special life God has given to us. We deny our nature. You cannot deny your nature and at the same time you want to arrive on time. That's impossible. So we are created to create. God created this heaven and the earth. And after creating it, you are supposed to create your state. That's why today the people create their countries. People create their constitution. Now, what society are you creating? What society are you creating? What narrative are you setting? Now, let's go to, I put it there at the heading. The people operating foundation are supposed to be the one fighting for your freedom. Do you know what? There is something that is happening in the society that is not happening well. That's why there are series of foundation. Now, why not go after the thing, the problem that made these people to be poor? If they were to be sincere. That is to say, every person that owns foundation in the whole Nigeria supposed to be doing far better than what I'm doing. Because right now, you want to fight the cause of that poverty. Now, you are living the cause of the poverty. You are always helping the person. Instead of you to cheat the person out to fish, you are fishing for the person. So how are we going to have a better society? So there are a lot of things that are happening. People are doing it because they are personal selfish interest. Now, will you carry the person to the hospital now without not standing up and say, I must fight these people that fight you, I must sue them to court, because they will beat him again? Now, what makes you to go into foundation or into charity? Well, because our government have failed. And what are you doing about the failure of our government? Do you really have the money to be picking people from the street every day by day? Or you talk to the government, either you do this thing, you have a problem. That's to say, the most person that is so charity to this in Nigeria is Nnamdi Kanu. Because you cannot come and take me at you come and be a member of your charity, maybe you come to help me for jam. Because there are job opportunities for everybody. If I thought there is something you are doing, now even though you can come and pick some certain stuff, you have already collaborated with the government and all of that, it's a different thing. But nobody want to talk about the main problem we are having. And these people in Nigeria, they are youth. A youth that was supposed to be a patriot. The very day you start standing defending constitution, I need to say you are defending the poor. Because this constitution, this illness in our society does not affect the rich people. It is the poor man that it affects. So if you really have a compassionate man, and the first charity holder in the whole world, which we know today, was Moses. He has a charitable character. He has pity. What makes you to go? Another word for charity, that you have pity for people. That just the thing. Now, come on. I don't know whether we understand this. It is critical, really. It's very critical. That's why if you look at the book of Acts, when Mama Dorcas died, they went to go and call Peter in the city of Toul, in the city of Topper, to come and wake up Mama Dorcas. Mama Dorcas, we made coats by herself with ordinary hand and give it to the widow. You know, they collect from Peter, they give, no, by herself. At times, most of the time, what you can give to by yourself is called charity, not what you collect from A and give it to B. We're not going to occupy. Can you leave your good work? Leave the very work you are. Maybe you are working in NNPC. Leave the work and go into the world. That's why you see our pastors today. They go into pastor because there is money in pastoral whatever. Why they know? Why we not having activists like me who say the truth? All of them will go to water and preach every Sunday. Why are they not speaking the truth like this? That even your movement can be retreated. They go there to come and tell you about it, and there the Bible you not see no one. What have they been telling us? So these are the differences. It is hard time we begin to combine these dots together. Know the reason why people are doing what they are doing. Majority of them, they are doing for their personal selfish interest. Take half of your salary. Every one of us are into charity. By one way or the other, you are into charity. None of you that does not help anybody in Nigeria. But someone will not get rich because you are giving to him. No, look for somebody and help. It is accessible. Now the problem we have today, who is to talk to our leader, who is to preach about our freedom? Everybody is running. Can Lole Newton do it? Let's assume now we have 10 charities.
My wonderful viewers for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.